Quick cooking tips on how to make the perfect mac and cheese. A lot of you complain about getting a grainy sauce, and here's how to fix that. Use equal parts butter and flour and toast for a few minutes to kill the raw taste of the flour. Gradually whisk in the milk. Once that first bit is whisked in, add in more milk, and this is to prevent clumping. Never use pre-shredded cheese. It doesn't melt the same as freshly grated cheese. Also, be sure you pour in your cheese half a cup at a time. Once that's fully melted in, add in the next half cup and so on. I also never bake it. I just broil until it's crispy so it stays creamy. Enjoy!
When you can make things like this, it just doesn't make sense when people say keto is hard. Just take some ham, add some slices of Swiss cheese, roll it up like a blunt, put it on a pan and fry it for a few minutes on each side. Take it off once that cheese melts and oh my god, this is so good.
For these healthy gummy bears, you only need 2 ingredients. You'll use 1 cup of fruit puree or fruit juice and 2 tablespoons of agar-agar powder. You'll boil them together, let sit in the gummy bear molds. Optional, you can add 2 tablespoons of agave or maple syrup.
I'm lazy, so then I'm gonna show you how to make a flan. Not a normal flan, con caramelo. Yum yum. 2 cucharaditas. 1 spoon and a half of water, mix it, put it in the microwave for 1 minute and 30 seconds. I like to cut it in 2, 1 minute, then 30 seconds, 2 minutes max. Roll it around, be careful, it's hot. While that is cooling down, some milk, 1 egg, 2 teaspoons of sugar, hey, and some vanilla. Mix it around real good, jump, and pour it over. And here, put it for 1 minute and 30 seconds to 2 minutes. Watch it from the window. When it's bubbling, stop it. Let it cool down and voila! Míralo, yum. Ooh, my goodness.
I'm gonna show you how to make the best Mexican chorizo hamburger. Now let's add the chorizo. Let's remove the casing, just like this. Let's crumble the chorizo first. Now let's mince onion and garlic. Mince, add to the meat, mince bread, add egg, chef merito, black pepper, cilantro. Now you mix. Now let's form our patty, and you want them to look like this. Make sure your skillet is nice and hot, just like that. 3 minutes and you flip. They're ready. Mayo to bread, and on the same chorizo skillet, you want to heat it up. Quickly flip it over. The cheese really quick. And add it to your meat. Add your burger. Add onion, cilantro, avocado. Let's cover and top it up with a jalapeno. Beautiful! And enjoy. Take this out.
So I don't do too much meal prepping, but when I do, this is always what I make. I love any meal that I can make in one pot, especially ones that you can make in 15 minutes. So I'm starting off with a pound of just regular breakfast sausage, and then I'm cooking a bunch of green onions and a little bit of minced ginger and garlic. And then I'm going to go in with a bag of coleslaw. I like using broccoli slaw for this sometimes too. Either work fine. I'm adding coconut aminos, sriracha, and rice vinegar to mine. If you don't have coconut aminos, you could also use soy sauce. This is something that not a lot of people do. I just like adding eggs to mine, and normally if I don't scramble some eggs in the middle, I'll actually just fry a couple on the side. You can eat this stuff hot or cold. I eat it both ways, and I keep it in my fridge for 3 or 4 days. This stuff is so good, you've got to try it. And as always, for more easy recipes, be sure to hit that follow button.
I think everybody has those recipes that just remind you of home and they remind you of your childhood, and this is one of them for me. We would spend the night with our grandmother every weekend, and she would make us sausage balls. One of my favorite things to do is to create keto versions of my favorite childhood recipes. This recipe is super easy to throw together on a Saturday morning, and literally everybody who tries it will love it. Once you combine all ingredients in a bowl, then you're going to want to mix well with your hands. I made these a little bit too big, but they were still delicious. I baked these on 350 for about 30 minutes, and this is how they came out. I put them on a paper towel lined plate to soak up any extra grease. These were so good. I hope you enjoy.
1 jalapeno, a handful of cilantro, 6 cloves of garlic, juice of half a lime, 1 16-ounce can of sour cream, 1 packet of ranch dressing, splash milk, salt, and pepper to taste. Blend her up. You can eat it with chips, put it on a sandwich, anything. You're gonna love this, and it's our favorite.
I could eat so much of this walnut baklava in one sitting, it's kind of scary. First, you want to start with 4 cups of finely chopped walnuts, 1/3 cup of sugar, and 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, and mix that together. Then you're going to take phyllo dough and cut it in half. You're going to use 1 half for the bottom and 1 for the top. Melt 1 stick of butter or margarine, spread that on a 12-inch pan, then layer some phyllo, spread more butter or margarine, and layer phyllo. You want to just do a thin layer of the butter or margarine, then spread the walnut mixture on top, spread it evenly. Then you're going to take the other half of the phyllo, put it down, sprinkle some butter, put another layer of phyllo, and then you're going to brush it. At the last layer, you want to brush the butter on top, and then freeze for about 20 minutes. Then you're going to make the sugar mixture. I'll put down the measurements, but you want to just cook it on low, medium heat until it is dissolved. Then you're going to cut the baklava and bake at 350 for about 1 hour and 15 to 1 hour and 30 and put the sugar mix.
Today I made Cheeseburger Bites. I start off by cooking the patty and I add salt and pepper. Once it's halfway cooked, I do cut it in 4 pieces. I add cheddar and bacon and I cover it to let it melt. After a few minutes, I put it in a plate. Then I put a little piece of lettuce, tomato, pickle, and I hold everything with a toothpick. This is a great game snack and it's easier to eat than a bunless burger. Enjoy.
This is a super quick way to make poached eggs in the microwave. Fill the glass jar with just a little bit of water. Crack the egg in. Everyone's microwave is different, but I cook this for 45 seconds exactly. Gently take it out of this water. So good, oh my gosh. Perfect.
Okay, you need a gallon bag. You need 2 cups flour, 1 cup cornstarch, 4 tablespoons of Lowry seasoned salt. This is the brand I use. 3 tablespoons of paprika, or Spanish paprika if you got that. 3 teaspoons black pepper. Okay, stop. Okay, cut chicken breast about a 1/2 inch thick. Coat liberally with the flour. Place in skillet about a 1/2 inch oil, medium high, and fry till done 165 degrees. Remove from oil, drain on paper towels, let rest for a few minutes, and enjoy.
All right, y'all. Today we're going to be making some tacos gobernador. I actually tried these on one of my last trips to Mexico, and I thought they were really, really good. In a pan, melt some butter and add some olive oil to that. Dice up half a chile poblano, some tomato, and some red onion. Sear that off real quick. And while that's cooking, what you want to do is clean and devein your shrimp. I cut mine in the middle. You don't have to if you don't want to. Toss that up in there. Now what you want to do is toss in 2 garlic cloves. You start looking like this. At this point, toss in your tomato. And if you want, it is done now. But the way I tried it in Mexico was different. And this is how it is. So put some crema in there and some chipotle. Mix all that in there. It should look like this. Put a little bit of oil on the pan. Put your tortilla on there. Lay your desired cheese. Throw in your shrimp mixture. Fold it. Toast that off. Once it's toasted, it's done. Follow me for more recipes, guys.
You hungry? Let's make a snack. And this can really be classified as a life hack. Hot skillet, add some oil. Then you want to add fresh chopped onion, bell pepper, and celery. It don't even matter who chopped it. To that, I'm going to add ground chicken. And then in goes fresh chopped garlic. Let's talk about seasoning. Poultry seasoning, not just for Thanksgiving. Onion powder, garlic powder, a little bit of cayenne, herbs de Provence, or Italian seasoning. Lastly, chicken bouillon, water, and then when ain't nobody looking, instant rice. Give it a stir. Just finish up by adding in a lot of black pepper and a garnish with some scallions. Now, all you gotta do is bow your head and say grace, grace. Oh.
If you're a fan of pull-apart cheesy garlic bread, you're gonna love this recipe. Pull-apart cheesy cauliflower. First, you're going to blanch your cauliflower for about 5 minutes. In the meantime, make your garlic sauce to go on top. I'm using half a cup of mayo, 5 cloves, freshly minced garlic, garlic powder, black pepper, and half a cup of Parmesan cheese. After you're removing your cauliflower from the water, make sure you dry really well before coating evenly with the garlic mixture on top. Pop in a 400-degree oven for about 25 minutes and then finish it with the broiling setting for about 5 minutes, and you're ready to enjoy this cheesy goodness.
This is how to save your avocados for later. Cut, scoop, smash, scoop. Put the scoops on a lined plate. Freeze for a few hours. 3 hours later, remove from freezer. Place in a Ziploc bag. Back in the freezer until you're ready to use them. When you're ready to use them, take them out of the bag. Place them on a plate. They de-thaw beautifully and never turn brown. So buy up those avocados when they're on sale because we're having guacamole year round.